Yeah, the hypocrisy of Africa, the hypocrisy that is going on in Africa. Very, 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 very amazing how Africans are so hypocritical. Now, the issue of South Africa is the most story that has been blown out of proportion, because if you see people calling South Africans names and you see the behavior that people exported into South Africa, very dirty behaviors that they don't want to take responsibility of. They still want to defend themselves and say how they are good and South Africa is a bad country. They label South Africa xenophobic, Afrophobic, haters, lazy, and all those things, which they are not. Now, my question is always this: if your hard work, your hard hustle can make you rich anywhere, how comes this hard hustle has not made you rich in your country where you come from? It only can make you rich in South Africa, but it cannot make you successful where you come from. Then that's hypocrisy. You cannot tell me that it didn't work in your home. Now it has worked in your country. It has worked in South Africa. Now you see yourself as a hero. You are not a hero. You are just a hypocrite. And those who are calling South African names, now I see Ghana president has summoned Yooo, and they are going to discuss South African matter on the 24th of June. But Mr. Mahama, the president of Ghana, I respect you so much, and everyone respects you. Respects Ghana, because Ghana really played a role in African liberation to get independence. That was good. But you, Mr. President Mahama, you have not looked at the issue that Africans are going through in the North Africa. You haven't seen how Africans are treated as dirty in Tunisia, in Morocco, in Algiers, in Egypt. And these people are in Africa. They are on African continent. Even some of them are saying they are not Africans. They only want to be Africans when they want to qualify for the World Cup and they want to win AFCON. That's when they say they're Africans. But in all matters, North African states, they say they are not Africans. But I've never seen you going to AU and reporting them that these people are segregating against blacks. I'm telling you, black African, they suffer among Arab states. I can tell the truth. Go to Egypt, see how they mistreat African, the black one. They call them a K word. You know what a K word is. You go to Tunisia, you go to Algeria, you go to Algiers, you will go to Morocco, you will go to all this, even Libya. Africans who find themselves in Libya, they go through trouble. And you know that. And most of them are West Africans, because they want to cross Atlantic to go to Italy or wherever it is. They are really mistreated. But Mr. President, you have never raised this matter, but you are raising this matter of South Africa with AU. You want South Africa to be censored, and you want South Africa to be put aside in matters of Africa. But how comes you have never voiced this thing? Or is it because you are trying to apply double standard here with South Africa? South Africa has an issue, and Ghana as a firstborn of Africa, Ghana as a firstborn of Africa in terms of independence, who champions independence, the Pan-Africanism. Ghana as a big brother, you should have called your counterpart, sit down with your counterpart and try to understand what is happening in South Africa. Not take South Africa to AU and it's like a big brother has no way of dealing with the younger brother. He's taking a big brother to a court, or maybe before the elders. It is very bad. I know you are now lobbying behind the curtains. You want South Africa to be really strongly rebuked and censored. But there is a problem. How come we go to South Africa? It's because it's industrialized country. It's because the country, the systems work. It's because the country is showing to be a green pasture compared to other African states. So the problem should be, how do we, other African countries, make our countries viable, that our citizens, if they have to go to South Africa, they are going for tourism, or they are going there to give the South African the skills that South African doesn't have. So you can't tell me that you are a waiter in South Africa, something that South African can do, and you are saying that you came there because you came to do a waiting job, and yet this is not the critical skills. And we have to do that. Why don't we create the industries back home so that we deter our citizens to go to South Africa, because there is something for them to do back home? That's what I'm talking about here. So bashing South Africa is not good. It's not called for. It is out of place, because you know the problem is not South Africa. If we stayed in our own countries, these kids in South Africa will be talking to their government, not talking to us, because they feel we have infringed their space. And we have. Imagine a person from East Africa, one country from East Africa. The citizens are the ones selling powder and illegal substances in Nelspruit on Anderson Street. You come to another Western African country, they are doing the same thing there. They are doing sex exploitation. They are doing child trafficking. They are doing marriage fraud and home affairs. And they are doing crazy things. They are destroying a lot of things. Imagine if you are doing that, you are destroying the future of the country. What will be South Africa without the children of South Africa today? They won't be South Africa. They won't be South Africa. So, number one, you are in South Africa, you don't believe in integration. Some of these West African brothers, they don't believe in marrying of a woman who cannot cook the food they eat at home. But they come here and lie that they want to marry South African, not because of love. That's because they want an ID and a passport. And once some of them get passports, they disappear on their wives, and they disappear on their women. It doesn't matter if they have kids or not. And this is the truth. So me, what I'm saying even to the president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, listen to this. I know you are now negotiating a soft landing with the African states, but I'm telling you, President, don't do that mistake without safeguarding your people. Because if today you have managed to suppress the protests that have been going on with the march and to do and whatever, tomorrow's protests will be not good for the economy. It will be more destructive, because you are putting pressure. You are just covering the pressure which is boiling down. So, Mr. President, let African states negotiate with you, or negotiate with them on terms of skills, exchange of skills and transfer. Don't negotiate because you want a political survival for South Africa or for you. Mr. President, if I saw yesterday you had a meeting with the Kenyan president, I know what you spoke about with Kenya is about business and about exchanging of skills. This is what Africans should be doing, not forcing South Africa to take people that they were supposed to take care of and they couldn't. You cannot negotiate with Africa to carry their responsibility. No, we must tell African states, clean your houses, build your houses, create prosperity for your citizens. Then let us have one Africa. We can't have one Africa when some African states are limping, they are not standing politically, economically, policy-wise, and then we force the South Africa to take their citizens because they are in Africa. That one should not be talked about and should not be told. Let African states learn from Kenya. Kenya negotiates for her citizens in every country, whether Europe or Africa. Go to Namibia, we have Kenyans there. Negotiated deals. Go to Botswana, we have Kenyans there. Negotiated deals. So West Africa, don't bully others because you can talk too much. Please, come on the table and talk to South Africa. What do you have that we need? And what do we have that you need? Then that is now business. These other things you are doing is not good at all. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. And you know that. And you know that. So, guys, me, this is what I have to say today. It's unfortunate we are so hypocritical. We don't look at much the way it is. We don't look at the second side of the coin. We only look at one side of the coin. As long as it's affecting us, we don't care. And you see, Ghana and this matter of South Africa, you are not even supposed to be complaining, because the problem was not you. You messed it up by yourself, and now you want people to cry with you. That's not right. And I believe that South Africa is being vilified for nothing. They are not xenophobic. They are not Afrophobic. It's that South African kids are now crying.